Make sure that you are taking out the time you need to get yourself right, because remember, you are living on your timeline, no one else's. So what's going on in their life doesn't matter. What they're thinking, their opinions about you do not matter. The only thing that matters is you, and you showing up as your best so that you can have the best out of life. 2023 is the year of you. Alright, so welcome back to the Self-Love Clinic, people. I know, I've been away for a while, okay? You guys have not seen me the whole of 2023 so far. And that's because I was away taking the time that I needed to get myself right. So I was just making sure that I was doing that, reflecting, evaluating and assessing my life and my goals so that I can move forward in the best possible way for myself. I got that under wraps and I'm back, okay? I'm back. And I'm here to tell you that 2023 is the year of you. Yes, claim it, receive it, speak it to yourself. Alright, go out there and make it happen. Step into it. How? Here's how. Number one, make sure that you are living life on your own timeline. There are so many different voices, whether they're, internal voices, voices of doubt or anxiety, or other people's voices, their opinions, their critique, what they think you should be doing, so on and so forth. There are so many voices, societal norms that get placed on us. And so then we end up dancing to the beat of somebody else's drum rather than living life in a way that is best for us. Their opinions do not matter. They're not the one who is living your life. They're not the one that is driving the car. They're not the one that is running your race. You are. To live life on your own timeline is not about how fast or slow someone else or society thinks you should be going in a certain area of your life, but it's about what you feel ready to take on. It's what you know that you are capable of, and it's about what you have been able to discern is the right thing to do in this season of your life. You are living life on your own timeline. Learn to trust yourself more. Learn to trust yourself more, okay? Right, number one, live life on your own timeline. Number two, you need to begin to see your life as work. Yes, your life is work. It is your main job, the most important job that you have. More important than that 9 to 5. More important than that career that you are pursuing. It is the most important thing. It's more important than that project that you are currently working on. Now, why do I say this? Because you cannot create from a place of excellence. You cannot create greatness. You cannot operate at a high standard that will put you in alignment to be able to receive your goals and your career opportunities. You will not be able to do that if the one who is creating it, if the one who is doing those things, the one who is doing the work is not being looked after, is not being poured into, is not being refined. You have to work on yourself, okay? That is the only way that you can show up as your best self in order to get what is best for you. So you need to start seeing yourself as work. See yourself, like I said, as your main job. Make sure that you are pouring into yourself. Invest in your personal development. Alright, so number 3, I believe we're on, right? Yeah. So I saw this quote, this tweet, in fact, from Eleanor Cardone, Grant Cardone's wife, and I loved it so much. I loved it, so I have to share it with you, right? She said, this year, 2023, is not about getting what you want, it's about getting what you deserve. Okay, it's not about getting what you want, it's about getting what you deserve. And when I read that, I was just like, yes, come on. It gave me that vim. I was like, that's what we need to be hearing, and that's what we need to be speaking. Okay, you need to begin to speak life into yourself and into your life in such an audacious manner. Okay, instead of phrasing things like I want, no, rephrase it as I deserve. I deserve it. Okay, because it's all good and well saying I want this and I want that, and it's good to express your wants and your desires, but it's a different type of energy that gets placed on it when you change your speaking from I want to I deserve. If you don't believe me, try it right now and tell me, does it make you feel like, oh yeah, like you're really, really about it? Like, it changes your energy completely, all right? Because saying things I want, like I want to have, healthy and prospering relationships. I want to have a business that is thriving. I want to receive love. I want to believe in myself and stop carrying this imposter syndrome. Yes, it's all good and well, and it's nice to voice, but it's a bit like you're saying it would be nice to have it. It would be nice to have that thing, that good relationship. It would be nice to have that business that is succeeding. It would be nice to believe in myself, But if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's what I want, It's what I want. But when you change, when you shift gears and you say, I deserve, try it. I deserve to have healthy, prospering relationships. I deserve to have a business that is thriving. I deserve to receive love. I deserve to believe in myself. I deserve to stop carrying around this imposter syndrome. I deserve. Whew. Do you know what happens? You are putting more urgency on that thing that you desire. You are putting more importance on that thing that you desire. And therefore, you are fueling yourself with the necessary motivation and the discipline and the drive to be able to go out there and earn it, to go out there and make it happen. Why? Because you know that you deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, child. Try it. You think I'm playing with you? Try it. And so in this year of 2023, I want to challenge you to, when you're saying affirmations or when you're speaking life into yourself, when you are writing down your goals, when you are going over your goals, stop saying I want, okay? We all know you want it, okay? Yeah, we want it for you too. Yeah? That's all good and well, but start writing down, I deserve this, I deserve that, and start speaking that to yourself. It's what you deserve. It's what I deserve. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be fulfilled. I deserve to have peace. You deserve it. It really changes something within you, okay? And I want to push you a little bit more. Okay, so the first challenge is to, instead of saying I want, start saying I deserve, right? But I want to push you a little bit further, and I want to ask you to write down a list. In fact, write out 4 lists, all right? The first list is going to be you detailing and outlining what you deserve in life, what I deserve in life. The second list is what you deserve from your relationship. So you will title it, What I Deserve from My Relationships. The third list, what do your relationships deserve from you? Yeah. Because you also deserve to show up in a certain type of way. So what do your relationships deserve from you? And then the fourth and final list is, what do your aspirations of that project, what does that deserve from you? What do your aspirations deserve from you? So when we write out these lists of what we deserve and what important things in our life deserve from us, we are now setting standards for ourselves, okay? We are setting standards for ourselves, a guideline for our boundaries, something to hold ourselves to, so that we can then not only be intentional about being our best, but we can also be intentional about receiving our best. So if you said, I deserve to take on opportunities, the moment an opportunity comes your way and you start going imposter syndrome, oh, but can I really do it? Oh, but what if I mess up? You remember that standard that you set for yourself. You remember what you deserve. I deserve to take on opportunities. So no imposter syndrome. You can't get me this time. Sorry, doubt. You can't have your way with me this time. Fear? No, there's no room for you, because I deserve this opportunity. And so then you go out and you make it happen, right? Same thing with relationships. If you said, I deserve clear and honest communication, but those people that you're in relationship with are constantly lying to you, cutting corners, you know that this is something that you need to address. You sit them down, you have a conversation with them, and you try and iron it out. And if it reaches a certain point where you tried and nothing is getting better, then you can make that decision of whether you need to then end that relationship. You hold yourself to that standard so you can make the best decisions for yourself based on what you know that you deserve. And in that same way, when you're looking at what your relationships deserve from you, your relationships deserving your commitment, but then you realizing that you're busy with this, that and the other, so that the important people in your life hardly see you or hardly get any of your energy or your commitment. You make plans and then you have to cancel last minute. You can say nah, because they deserve more, so I need to fix up, right? Or if you're working on a specific project, but then you end up getting lazy with it, you can hold yourself to the standard. No, like, my intention and my attention is required. I need to fix up, right? Like I said before, you are holding yourself to a standard. You are being intentional about what you're receiving, and you're also being intentional about what you are given. So number 3 is identify your desires, phrase them as things that you deserve, and then go out there and earn it and make it happen. Right. So number 4, take a break when necessary. Take a break, because you also deserve that break, and you also deserve to rest. Okay, do not work yourself to the point of overwhelm or to the point of burnout. You can crush your goals. You can achieve your aspirations while still having your mental health intact. It's possible to have both. You can have your cake and eat it too in that regard. So do not overwork yourself. Balance. It's about balance. Work when you need to and rest when you need to. Because there are going to be times where you feel as though you've hit a wall, where you feel blank, your creative juices aren't flowing the way in which you know that they can. Now, if you keep on going, you're just going to stress yourself out. Sometimes you need that time to rest, recenter, and recharge, to refuel yourself so that you can begin that creative process again, so that you can begin working again. You have to take breaks. There are going to be times where you feel as though you're in a rut, where you're frustrated in life, where you see yourself reverting back to old behavior patterns, and that's when you're going to need to take a break, to reassess, to evaluate, and to reflect, to see what you need to start doing differently. Breaks are so essential, so make sure that you are taking a break. You do not have to be on all the time. It is not normal for you to be on all the time. Okay, and what even I would suggest is, after completing a heavy task or a heavy goal, set out some time for you to rest before moving on to the next task. Okay? Even if that means scheduling time to rest. The same way we may schedule time to meet up with friends, or we may have a work schedule. Also schedule time to rest so that you can maintain that balance in your life. Number 5, and this is the final one, it's making sure that you taking a break does not then turn into procrastination. Because there's a fine line between the two. Like, I've been guilty of this. Okay, raise your hand if you've been guilty of it. You've taken a break, but then that break has gone on a way longer than it needed to, because you just got so comfortable in that state of rest that you're like, I just want to stay here. I don't want to work at all. Even though you've rested to, a sufficient degree, you can get up and start moving again, but you're like, no, I don't want to go. Like, we've all been there before, right? But we need to make sure that in 2023 that we are not leaving room for procrastination, and that we are clearly identifying the difference between us resting when we need to, us taking a break, and us dipping into procrastination. Right, but how like, how would I then be able to identify when I've had enough time to rest and when I'm now procrastinating? If that makes sense. Alright. So what I would say is that there should be an element of purpose. There should be an element of purpose in everything that you do. Okay, so even like when you're on the move, when you are out there crushing your goals, going after what you deserve, making life happen, there's purpose involved. Why? Because you've got a clear vision that you are pursuing. You are not moving aimlessly. Right? So in that same way, when we are taking a break and when we are resting, there should still be that purpose in our rest. I'm resting right now to rejuvenate and to recover from all the hard work that I just done. I am resting to give me time to recenter myself, to refocus and to reassess my goals. I am resting right now because I'm tired and I cannot possibly continue. Right? But the moment that you rest and you taking a break, it becomes aimless and you are just there chilling for the sake of chilling. Not that chilling is wrong, guys. We need to enjoy life too, right? But when you know you've got certain things to do and you have certain goals that you have set for yourself, but you've taken a break and you've rested enough, and you know that you still have these goals to get done, and there's a certain time that you need to get these goals done by, but you're still chilling, aimlessly, just relaxing because you're in a state of comfort. When that vision starts to become blurry and there's no longer any purpose in what you are doing, that's when you know that you have stepped into that realm of procrastination. Okay? When you start saying, no, I'll do it later, that is when you are fully operating from a place of procrastination. One thing I need you to understand is procrastination doesn't always happen when you're resting or when you're chilling and when you're not doing much. No, you can be distracted by a high energy activity, but that can still be a form of procrastination because it's not what you're meant to be doing, right? So you have to be able to watch out for that. Me procrastinating doesn't just come or show up in one way. There are so many different ways which procrastination happens. So one clear way of identifying that you are now procrastinating is when you begin to do things aimlessly. When that thing that you are doing, it does not contribute to your goals or your vision or what you deserve in any way, shape or form. Also, when you see your standards begin to drop, because when we say what we deserve, we set standards for ourselves, right? So when you see those standards begin to drop, so for example, if I've said that this project that I'm working on, it deserves my consistency, but I'm realizing that I've not been consistent at all, that might be a sign that you're procrastinating. And sometimes procrastination has some good excuses, yo. Do not be fooled by the excuses that procrastination will present to you, okay? Remember your standards, remember what you deserve, and remember purpose. There should be an element of purpose in everything that you're doing, and I hope that makes sense. It doesn't need to me. Answer my question good. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So there we have it, people, okay? How to make this year the year of you. How to go out there and absolutely crush it. Taking hold of everything that you deserve. Taking hold of everything that you desire. Making sure that you are operating from a great place to receive great things and to put out great things into the world. I want to hear, what is it that you deserve? Okay, think about that and let me know, what do you deserve? What are you going after this year? This is not a New Year's resolution type thing. No, it's a what you deserve kind of thing. Alright? So go out there and make it happen. I believe in you. I am rooting for you. I know you can do it. Okay, we gonna get this, right? We're gonna make it happen. Remember always, this year is the year of you. It's been lovely as always, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you in my next video. Have an amazing day and peace.